Yo, I'm Will Photo, and I'm your grandson's Lego that gets stuck in your foot's favorite photographer. So, if you didn't know that, you better be hitting that subscribe button. Woo, hey, there you are. I'm back here. It's been a while since I've sat in front of this camera, and a lot has changed actually. I got a new audio setup. I'd show you the mic, but I'm currently using it. So we got audio, we got a new lens, so everything should look super fucking crisp. I'm really excited to be back here doing another tutorial. But before we get into that, I need to give a shout out to the subscriber of the video, and that is Chris. I don't know how to say your last name. Blasius? Maybe? I don't know. I'm really bad at reading. I don't really know how to say people's names. And if you've been following me for a while, you probably know that. So thank you, Chris, for turning on post notifications. I appreciate the support. If you want a shout out in my next video, turn on my post notifications and comment down below that you did so, and I'll give you a shout out in my next video. I just want to say thank you to every single person that has been supporting me and watching these videos. We hit 300 subscribers and we're going past it, and I'm very, very excited about that. If you didn't know, I'm doing a video every Tuesday and Friday, so you can catch me here in this chair, or you can catch a vlog. You can catch me driving Ferraris and whatnot. I got a cool video for you today. I'm gonna show you how I turned this photo into this photo. The one thing I'm going to cover in this photo is how to turn your greens to a more yellow color. For the most part, I like to keep greens and blues out of my photos. So we're going to hop into Lightroom shortly. I'm going to show you exactly how I achieve that look and the exact tools that I use in Lightroom to achieve this look. Yeah, well, I don't really think I have much more to say. So we're going to hop into Lightroom and I'm going to show you step by step how I do this. So we are hopped up into Lightroom and I'm currently under the develop tab. Obviously this is the photo that we're working on. This is what the photo looked like before I started editing it. So the first things that we're going to have to reset are going to be these HSL sliders. We'll come back here and we'll go over these in depth, but I'm going to reset all of these. And I have these numbers saved, so we'll go back and do the exact same thing, and I'll explain to you why I'm doing them. The second thing we're going to have to undo is our split toning. I'll go back and explain these in depth later, but let me undo these. So now you can see that there's not much toning done in this picture. There's one more thing that we have to do, and we have to undo this camera calibration. This is something that helps add a lot of tone as well. We'll undo that, and you can see that now here's the before and here's the after. And basically all I've done to this photo so far is I updated the profile. I did some highlight, shadows, and white corrections, texture, clarity, and vibrance, and as well as messed with the tone curve. So a very basic edit at this point. The colors are not changed. There's no different toning. There's no color grading at all to this. As you start to learn how to tone your photos, you're going to develop your own style and you're going to understand what you like and what you don't like. I'm not saying go tone your photos like this or do it the exact same way. Use this to learn. See if you like it. If you like it, go ahead and use it, because I'm not the only one that knows how to do this. But you can develop your own colors and your own color grading scale that you like the most, and you can learn how to do it from this tutorial. So I'm going to show you how I color grade my photos and how I take the colors, manipulate them to exactly how I want them, in hopes that you can learn how to take the colors in your photos and manipulate them how you want them. So enough of my dumb face, let's hop back in here. So first we're going to go to the HSL sliders. These stand for hue, saturation, and luminance. We're going to go to the hue first, and we're going to take this green and we're going to pull it all the way to a -100. That's going to turn the greens in the photo to a nice yellow. Now we're not done here, obviously. There's much more to do. We're going to take the yellows because we want them to be a little bit more yellow. The yellows are very undersaturated in this photo. You can see them back here, but we can pull them out. We're going to put them to -90. We have orange reflecting off of the car. It's down right here, and it's also going to be in these trees somewhere. So we're going to take this and we're going to take it down to -44. Here's the difference so far, without and with. So we've already made these small corrections and it's already transformed our photo. Next, I'm actually going to take the blue luminance and I'm going to turn it a little bit more light blue. I'm going to put it on -14. This is going to make a very minor change, but it will help us finish this color grade. So next up, we're going to go down to the saturation, and I'm going to remove the blues from this photo. So we're going to take the blue saturation and go to -64, and take the aqua and go to -88. All right, after we did that, we want to make these colors in the background pop. So we're going to go to our green and we're going to turn it up to 29. This is going to add some more saturation in the green, and we're also going to go to yellow, turn it up to 31. And we're also going to stop at the orange and go to 36. Now you might be wondering, why does this man know so many specific numbers and what to put these numbers to? I don't. I have no idea what these numbers were at before I took a picture of it. When I edit my photos, I just go in and I move those sliders. I just go boom, 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 move those sliders all over the place until I figure out what I like. Obviously, I know what I'm doing when I'm doing that, but I don't pay attention to the numbers. I pay attention to the picture. So these numbers are specific to this edit because I want it to go back to the original photo that I had edited. I'm not going to try to redo it. I want to recreate the whole thing, but I want to explain the steps that I'm doing while I'm doing it. So don't focus so much on the numbers, just move the sliders, but this gives you a nice gauge of where the slider was at in my photo. Back to the computer. All right, now we're done with hue and saturation. We need to move down to luminance. Now there's not much we're gonna do here, but we are gonna mess with the luminance of the yellow and the oranges. So the orange, first we're gonna do 45. You're not gonna notice that much of a difference. It just brightens it up a little bit. Same with the yellows, we're gonna take it up to 25. You can see all of these minor changes have affected the photo. So let's see so far where it's at. This is the before the HSL sliders and this is after. The picture's already toned and it's coming very close to the final product. Next, we're gonna move down to split toning. Well, hey, what is split toning? In split toning, you can add colors in your highlights and in your shadows, and you can do that separately and then balance them together and make them merge as one. So I'm gonna show you how I used yellow highlights and blue shadows to tone this picture correctly. So now I need to take the saturation back up and it's going to go to 17. This will add a nice yellow tint to this photo. Down in the shadows we have a blue and the hue is at a 215 and the saturation is at a 15. Now right here we have a balance. Usually this is right in the middle. So now you can see the blues are overtaking in these shadows. If we move it more to the left, you will see that it's going to become more blue. Now if you move it to the right, you're going to see that it's going to become more yellow. So you just have to find that happy medium of where it gives you just enough yellow and enough blue that you're comfortable with. And for me, that was at 61. So here's before the split toning and after the split toning. Slight difference. The last part of this color grading tutorial is down in calibration. Oh, what is calibration? Well, truth be told, I have no idea what this means. I know how to use it though. It messes with your red primaries, your green primaries, and your blue primaries, and you can add different colors. So I'm gonna show you what they do first, and then I'll explain to you how I use them. One of the biggest ones that I use is this blue primary down here. If I move this hue all the way to the left, it's going to give it a very orange color, and you can kind of see where that color comes in the final edit. Now if I take this red one and move it around, you can see the differences it makes in the photos. This gives it like a little more purple tint. Same with the greens. You can mess with the colors, it'll give it more green back, and then it'll take the green out of it. The key with these is honestly messing around with them and learning how to balance them properly. So first, I always start down here with the blue primary. The blue primary hue is going to be at a -70. What that's going to do is that's going to take more oranges and make the blues more aqua, the blues that are still in the picture. Now to balance it out, we're going to go to the green primary and go to the hue, and we're going to put it at 24. That's going to bring the color up in these greens and give it, yet again, closer to the vibe that we're looking for. Now we're going to go up to the red primary and we're going to use the hue first. This one we are going to mess with the saturation, but first we're going to use the hue and we're going to take it to 52. Now you can see there's a lot of red in this picture now. There's a little bit more than I would like. You got a little bit too bright down here and same down in the back. So I'm going to take the saturation and I'm going to turn it down to -23. Which will take it out just a little bit. Now we're also going to use this tint up here in the shadows part. Rarely do I ever use this, but I did use it for this photo and it was at a 27. You can see that really ties this whole photo together. It adds these oranges and these colors. It adds the oranges in the trees and it just ties this whole photo together. You can see if we were to drag it though, it would go back to green and go to extremely red. That's way too overdone. Now here is the photo without the camera calibration. and with the camera calibration. These settings right here will help you take your photos to the next level, so I definitely recommend using them because look at the difference that it made on this photo. So now here is the complete before and the complete after. Well, what'd you think? What'd you think? What did you think of that tutorial? I genuinely hope you learned something from this edit. I'm extremely stoked on this photo. This is one of my favorite photos and I'm really excited to be doing an editing tutorial on it. I actually got a lot of requests. People really wanted to know how I edited this photo. Now, if you haven't watched one of my editing videos before, this is only half the process of my photos. I take the photos, process them through Lightroom, and then I export them and put them in Affinity Photo and remove all of the bullshit, well, what I think is bullshit from the photo. So this is only halfway through the process, but this is the most important part. Learning how to color grade, learning how to edit, learning how to properly expose your photos in Lightroom is an important part of editing photos. And like I say, editing is powerful. So get out there, use your, well, you can't get out there. You're gonna wanna sit down and use your laptop to learn. So open that laptop, start learning how to use Lightroom, and just start learning how to understand it better. And the way you're gonna do that is just playing around. One more thing to close off this video. If you guys didn't know, I have stickers available. They're on my website. The link is down in the description. $8 for a sticker pack, free shipping. I'm gonna ship it right to your house. Go get your very own sticker pack. I know you guys will enjoy these. These are very high quality and I spent a lot of time on these, so I'd greatly appreciate if you copped a sticker pack. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait to see you next Tuesday. Peace out, enjoy your day, keep shooting, keep spreading love and positivity, and I'll see you next time.